I'm going to show you how to cut the jacket collar from the pattern we drafted last time. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Jean and welcome to Pattern Studio 101. Are you interested in pattern making or want to learn pad program? Please subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss new lessons. Last time I showed you how to draft a notched collar. This is the pattern that we made last time. Before we trace them out, I want to show you an example of a jacket so you can compare the pattern to the garment. Remember when we drew this lapel fold line? On the shoulder, we moved 3/4 of an inch from the HSP. See this jacket? The fold line is about 3/4 of an inch from high shoulder point. As I said, it doesn't have to be exactly 3/4 of an inch. It can be 1 inch or half of an inch, like in between. Look at the color, pink one. Here's the back neck. You're gonna sew this line with your back body. And here's the collar edge. Remember this point? If you have this point here, if we have a longer line, so you have a more curved neckline, that means the collar edge is longer. You see the green one, collar edge is longer than the pink one that we drafted last time. If your collar edge is longer, means you have enough space here, then the collar naturally sits down, right? Then your collar stand will be lower. When we compare these two, pink one and green one, the pink color has a less curved on neckline and shorter collar edge. If the collar edge is not long enough, can you imagine what happens? The collar goes up because there's not enough length to sit on the shoulder. So the amount of collar stand will be higher. When you wear a jacket, if you see the neckline under the collar, there's two ways to solve the problem. You can simply add the collar width if you think the length is long enough to sit on the shoulder. Or you make your neck more curved, so you lengthen the collar edge like a pink to green one. Then it's gonna sit lower. If you haven't watched the previous video, I'll put the link at the end of this video. Let's trace them out. For the collar, I'm gonna make a notch first to the HSP, high shoulder point, and mark this under collar. You know what we drafted. We're going to have the seam on the center, so we add the seam allowance, half of an inch to the center back, and 3/16 of an inch all the way around. Normally, we cut under collar on bias, so I'm gonna rotate 45 degrees. And we need 2 pieces of under collar. For the top collar, I'll add 1/8 of an inch like this. So the top collar is bigger than the under collar. Depending on the fabric you use, I add more than 1/4 of an inch sometimes if the fabric is very thick. I'm going to add 3/16 of an inch all the way around and mirror the center back. So we'll cut only 1 piece of top collar. When you place the collars on the fabric, this is the grain line. In case the fabric has nap or direction, so if you have to make one-way marker, this is the correct way, top to bottom. Let's draw the facing line. 2 inches on the shoulder, 4 inches on the hem. Connect the line. We have front facing. On the lapel, we are going to make the facing bigger than the front. So after you sew them, you don't see the seam. But this part under the lapel, I'm going to take out 1/8 of an inch. So the facing is smaller than the front for the same reason. You don't want to see the seam. half of an inch seam allowance to the hem, side, and shoulder, 3/16 of an inch seam allowance to the neckline, lapel, and the center front. There's a notches for the seam allowance. For the front, side seam, armhole, and shoulder, I'm gonna add half of an inch seam allowance. Neck, lapel, center front, 3/16 of an inch. For the front hem, I'm going to add half of an inch where the facing will be sewn and 1.5 inches for the rest of them. So we have front, facing, under collar, and top collar for a notched collar jacket. Here's the video on how to make a notched collar with a single-breasted jacket. Please click the like button if you like this video. You can see me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest with Pattern Studio 101. Have a great week. See you next time.